Get back in, talk to Josephine. And then we'll go to Val Royeaux.
Come to me, child, and I shall embrace you.
Apothecary Adon will have more poultices for the injured as soon as possible, revered mother.
Thank you, child. You are doing the Maker's work.
Have you been able to save many people?
More than if we had not
When
tried.
there was no sky maker, you
I'm
were
so
the
scared to
sky.
move whenever a conversation
When there was
starts.
no earth, you were the earth. When there was nothing, you were everything.
The lady that we saw here last time about talking about how, oh, I don't see the dragons anymore. Was she supposed to be a tranquil? Maybe. I haven't seen her around.
Mistress Lavellen, do you have a moment?
I do. Any amount of moments for you. What's happening here? Nothing, apparently.
That will help.
Good.
Hello? Can I help you with something?
That guy's staring very intensely at you.
I'll speak with you later. Travel safely.
Hello, Josephine.
Did you need something, Ambassador?
Yes. Well, not precisely, but I should like to know if anyone here has treated you unkindly, Herald, for being an elf.
Oh, thank you. No. Has anybody said anything to me? I don't think so, actually. I don't remember even a single one. Probably good that we don't remember.
If they have, they've been stealthy.
Good. Please let me know if that changes. If we're to convince the world that Andraste's Herald is an elf, the Inquisition must give you its utmost support. Stories of wild Dalish elves have grown even more outrageous as people learn of you.
Oh, she's very good at taking optics into consideration. If we want other people to believe in what we believe in, the first thing that needs to happen is that we need to believe in it. Which is why I can't keep saying, I'm not the Herald, I don't believe in this, let's stop that talk. And then the people around us immediately in the Inquisition ranks, they can't look down on me either. We might not want to directly say, hey, I'm the Herald, but we have to position ourselves as people who know what we're doing, and we're trying to save the world, we're trying to help out.
Isn't the magic just as much a problem as my ears?
It depends which way the wind is blowing. Magic is meant to serve man, the chant teaches. Close the breach, and we can claim that is why Andraste chose you. Hopefully it will be enough to replace this gossip about the Dalish.
How have the rumors gotten worse?
I would prefer not to repeat them.
Give me something.
Stealing children, selling peasants to slavers, burning down villages, using infants for blood magic. Those are the stories about your fellow Dalish. I won't repeat what they've said about you.
Thank you for sparing my feelings. The stories are nonsense, but a lie repeated 1,000 times becomes a truth.
The humans telling those tales are the first to take a knife to someone with pointed ears. My clans defended ourselves against them more times than I can count.
Really? I had no idea. I will do what I can to end this slander, Herald. It may help if I know more about how you and your clan lived.
Try to find common ground with the people here.
The human towns we traded with ate the same food and suffered the same weather we did. The main difference was that they had homes, while we wandered.
That must have been difficult. Still, you must miss your clan.
Oh my.
If I'd never left home, Josephine, I would never have met you. That would be the greater tragedy.
What? Really? There is more to this, Mistress Lavellen. Whatever comes, your role as Andraste's Herald will mark your clan in history.
I don't know if that's a good or bad thing.
Elves and fame tend to go poorly together. I hope my clan doesn't suffer for it.
We can make inquiries as to how they fare if it worries you. Perhaps the Inquisition could lend a hand.
Please do. That would be good.
What may I do for you?
What do the people make of us?
Despite our fame, we're low on steadfast allies. We must aim for more.
Okay, we will.
Let's speak later.
Another time.
I feel like we have a pretty good support group. Not support group. We have a pretty good band of people who are specialized in different functions around here. We got a good team.
Though you had
I might feel the most unqualified. Everyone else is here by merit. I'm here because of my mark.
Though they could do anything.
Is that... Yes, War Room. Quest 1 of 2. Yes, scouting the Storm Coast. That's a thing as well. We haven't even been to the Fallow Mire yet. It's fine, we'll figure it out.
They destroyed
Time to reconvene, everybody. Nothing new popped up. Oh, this
My
scout the
scouts
storm.
are posted on the ridges in case there's any trouble.
Should we do this right now anyway? We could. Scout the Storm Coast. Ferelden has not seen significant Grey Warden activity since Darkspawn attacked the city of Amaranthine 10 years ago. It's not unusual for their order to fade from public notice when there's no blight. However, recent reports claim that a group was traveling along the northern coastline. Wardens tend to follow their own agenda, but the breach has no doubt caught their attention. If they know something, then the Inquisition should find out. Liliana. Oh, this is a Liliana only one. Don't even need to think about it. The Wardens are reclusive, but not untraceable. If there are signs of their passage on the Storm Coast, my agents will find them. Sister Liliana. Lieutenant Harding led a small complement of soldiers to the Storm Coast region to investigate reports of Grey Warden activity. She sent word that her party had established a camp near the shore, but we have received nothing further. At this time, the status of Harding and her mission remains unknown. Not quite as positive as we hope. No. We will go later. Yeah, it's just that we did the thing, but I'm gonna go to Val Royeaux first. Even this one... Let's go here. Address to Chantry and Val Royeaux. The remaining Chantry clerics have declared the Inquisition heretical. Attempts to gather allies against the breach have been rebuffed, and at this moment, we cannot step foot into the capital without being attacked by a mob or arrested. We must convince the Chantry to permit us entry into the city so we can show them the Herald of Andraste is not the monster they believe. I am within the recommended range. We should be good.
Having the Herald address the clerics is not a terrible idea.
You can't be serious.
Mother Giselle isn't wrong. At the moment, the Chantry's only strength is that they are united in opinion.
And we should ignore the danger to the Herald.
Let's ask her.
I don't think they'll... I was gonna say I don't think they'll hurt me, but then I think about how apparently villagers try to kill me in the middle of the night.
I'm more concerned this won't actually solve any problems.
I agree. It just lends credence to the idea that we should care what the Chantry says.
I will go with her. Mother Giselle said she could provide us names. Use them.
But why? This is nothing but a...
What choice do we have, Liliana? Right now we can't approach anyone for help with the breach. Use what influence we have to call the clerics together. Once they are ready, we will see this through.
It might be less about the clerics, but more about showing to the public who we really are too. That matters. The remaining Chantry clerics have declared the Inquisition... Oh, we read this. Let's go. That little rift just floating above the map.
The city still mourns.
First time in Orlais for the Inquisitor though, huh? Oh, they're already...
Just a guess, Seeker, but I think they all know who we are.
Your skills of observation never fail to impress me, Varric.
My Lady Herald.
You're one of Leliana's people. What have you found?
The Chantry mothers await you, but so do a great many Templars.
There are Templars here?
People seem to think the Templars will protect them from the Inquisition. They're gathering on the other side of the market. I think that's where the Templars intend to meet you.
Only one thing to do, then.
We're not here to hurt anyone. Don't let them goad us into doing that.
They wish to protect the people? From us?
Protect them from the blasphemous Herald of Andraste, I'd say.
Surely they cannot think such a thing.
Why not? They wouldn't be the only ones.
You think the Order's returned to the fold, maybe? To deal with us upstarts?
I know Lord Seeker Lucius. I can't imagine him coming to the Chantry's defense, not after all that's occurred. Return to Haven. Someone will need to inform them if we are delayed.
As you say, my lady.
Oh, the Lord Seeker is a different one. It's not Lambert anymore. It's Lucius. Alright. Val Royeaux. Our first time visiting. And of course, I can't tell which one it is. Ferelden after the Blight. One need only stroll through the Denerim market to appreciate Ferelden's resilience. You would be hard-pressed to believe that Darkspawn ravaged the city within our lifetime. Scars remain for the people who lived through it, but life moves forward. Now children play in the streets, children for whom the Blight is a story their parents tell. I once heard a small boy ask what a Darkspawn was. To him, it was only a word he heard from the older youths. We teach that a learned child is a blessing upon his parents and unto the Maker. Andraste, forgive me, but I felt joy at his smiling ignorance. Hear, hear. King Alistair himself made this possible. His actions are thus a puzzle to me. Despite the events at Kirkwall, Ferelden continues to offer refuge to the rebel mages, which will only bring trouble to our doorsteps. Yeah, Ferelden seems friendlier towards mages than other places. Alistair is doing? Trouble to our doorsteps, it already has. Rumors among the merchants suggest that Starkhaven places sanctions on trade as a sign of protest. Okay, Sebastian. One hears of conflict in the hinterlands between Templars and mages. Mother Diana says I am to accompany her to the conclave in Haven. She says to have faith in divine Justinia and that, whatever comes, we shall see the Maker's will done. I think of those smiling children who have not grown up with death and fear, and I pray it is so. Whoever opened the breach, they specifically knew that a conclave was taking place here and they took Justinia under those conditions. Really? Fort Connor. We read this one already. Yes. Haven. Can I find Val Royeaux, do you think? There's so many here, we might not be able to. It might be one of the later ones. Haven. I would like to speak to you of Haven, the village in the Frostbacks, close to the Temple of Sacred Ashes. We are all aware of its past. It was home to the disciples of Andraste, as they call themselves. Descended from the people who built the temple itself, if they had strayed over the years of isolation from their once noble roots to become dragon worshippers. After the hero of Ferelden discovered the Temple of Sacred Ashes, which the disciples guarded jealously, what remained of the cult moved on, and Haven was abandoned to the ice and the snow. I passed through Haven on my pilgrimage to see the Temple of Sacred Ashes. There was a storm, and I took shelter in the hall of Haven's Chantry. Though they were dusty from neglect, the walls from that lonely place were strong and shielded me from the biting winds. Peace came upon me, and my eyes were open to Haven's incredible beauty. It could not be overcome by the pain and the horror of the past. It could not be masked by decay and disuse. It would not be forgotten. Haven is precious to Orlais, to the Chantry, and to the Sunburst throne for its historical and religious significance. It is my will that Haven be restored, rededicated to the service of Andraste, and preserved for the ages. Let it be a sanctuary for the pilgrims who seek out the Temple of Sacred Ashes. May they rest here beneath the cold, bright skies. May the glory of the Maker be revealed to them as they gaze upon the grey peaks that are the work of his hand. Now and forevermore, let this be a haven for the faithful, says Justinia. Can I try once more? Navarra. The fourth time I attempted to cross the border into Navarra from Orlais was turned back by chevaliers. I decided to take the more roundabout path, a ship back to Ferelden, and then another to Navarra. The outcome was more than worth the trouble. The whole Chantry is filled with artistry, from the statues of heroes that litter the streets, even in the meanest villages, to the glittering golden college of Magi in Cumberland. Perhaps nowhere is more astonishing than the vast necropolis outside Navarra City. Unlike most other followers of Andraste, the Navarrans did not burn their dead. Instead, they carefully preserved the bodies and sealed them in elaborate tombs. Some of the wealthiest Navarrans begin construction of their own tombs while quite young, and these become incredible palaces, complete with gardens, bathhouses, and ballrooms, utterly silent, kept only for the dead. It's like an Egyptian tomb or something. Okay, this not being able to read the latest entry that came in, because I don't know which one it is, this problem's only gonna get worse. So I think I have to make a better effort to keep up with the entries here. Or maybe I should just look up which number corresponds to what, huh? Next time? Alright. The avenue of her reflective thought, inscribed on a plaque. Our Lady and the actors of her rise and fall, her message and visage are worth repeating. Maferath's remorse. Beneath, scratched by a vandal. At meeting, a low door frame. Lots of different statues of Maferath's remorse. Another one. Maferath's blood guilt. And his head suddenly weighs too much. The cities have emptied out because everyone's anticipating that we're here. Maferath's regret about his unfortunate hair. All of them are so similar. Maferath's penitence, an unrelated headache. The avenue of her reflective thought. The avenue is inspirational, but wise travelers do not linger in their respects, not just because the bazaar waits, but because the area before the back-turned statues is treacherous. Local legend has it that Child Empress Amy abused the opportunity of religious repose to relieve herself beneath the gaze of Our Lady. Unable to discipline the toddling leader, her attendants instead chastised the statues and had them turned in supposed embarrassment. True or not, foolish youths dare each other to soil the spot in similar fashion, and a place of otherwise reverent thought always carries a faint odor about it. Ew. Disgusting. By the way, maybe we should do these points. Oh, we should probably do these points right about now, before we get into whatever is gonna happen. I'm really hoping there's no fighting. There really shouldn't be, okay? If there's fighting, that's a big problem. But just in case, gonna do Charging Ball for Cassandra. Thank you very much. Solus. You might as well do more healing, I guess. He only has one offensive spell because I've been giving him a lot of healing stuff. Oh, the spell magic? Yes, that would be great. I gotta start using the other people a little bit more often too, I think. Varric, 2 points. I thought you had... Huh, I guess I was leaving that alone for a bit. Pincushion, Death from Above. We can't always guarantee this. That's why I'm a little bit hesitant to really waste points on that. Strafing shots, you can move faster while firing without sacrificing accuracy. That's pretty good too. Or explosive shot upgrade, Chain Reaction. Do more damage the more enemies are nearby. You know what? Do that. Yeah, and then also... Full Draw. Takes a moment to line up the perfect shot, but it pays off. Okay. Fantastic. Are we ready? Sorry, wrong button. No, there's people there. The Emporium of Mortal Means. For all matters defensive concern, of offensive intent, and study of arts martial and with sanction. Magical. Oh, the shops are here. Are we allowed to be here for now?
Not open today. Not until this fast is over, at least. Too many swords out.
Makes sense. So we shouldn't look around yet. We should probably do the thing first.
You'll forgive if events are a little too flustered for commerce. Nothing personal, Inquisition.
Yeah, no one's gonna talk to me. Okay, fine. Let's meet. Hi?
Stand wary, guardsman. The Inquisition is here, along with the Herald of Andraste.
They say they found the knife here covered with the Divine's blood.
Let her pass. The Inquisition is the Templars' problem, and they'll fix it.
If I kill the Divine, would I really come here like this right now? Probably not, right? She of the Highwayman repents. Gallows Master, hold thy hand, hold it back a while. Callous Juror, let me stand, let me bear a smile. For comes my brother distant, for comes my savior soon. I stand here most insistent, I will receive my boon. Fellow soldier, hold thy voice, hold it if you may. Fellow soldiers, show my choice, I am in your sway. For know my crime was cruel, and all my pain deserved. I stand here as a fool, despite my brother served. Mother dearest, look away, look into the sun. Others nearest gone astray, you will be undone. For no more will I prattle, and no more will I pray. Here you must the rattle, as life will fly away. At the guillotine? That's a fitting song. The air.
It seems that
this Inquisition is heresy. You will not look on my doubt.
As you are the only ones who appear to care about the hole in the sky. But the Chantry is insistent.
Can we even see the hole in the sky here?
Good people of Val Royeaux, hear me. Together, we mourn our divine. A naive and beautiful heart, silenced by treachery. You wonder what will become of a murderer. Well, wonder no more. Behold, the so-called Herald of Andraste, claiming to rise where our beloved fell. We say this is a false prophet. The Maker would send no elf in our hour of need.
I never claimed to be the Herald, but now's not the time to talk about this. That's...
You say I am the enemy. The breach in the sky is our true enemy. We must unite to stop it.
It's true. The Inquisition seeks only to end this madness before it is too late.
It is already too late. The Templars have returned to the Chantry. They will face this Inquisition, and the people will be safe once more.
Maybe we should have had Cullen come with us. Whoa! No violence! What's wrong with you?
Still yourself. She is beneath us.
Wow. Hey, that was not cool, okay? We're here to talk. Don't hit people.
What's the meaning of this?
Her claim to authority is an insult, much like your own.
Lord Seeker Lucius, it's imperative that we speak with...
You will not address me.
Lord Seeker.
Lord Seeker?
Creating a heretical movement. Raising up a puppet as Andraste's prophet. You should be ashamed. You should all be ashamed. The Templars failed no one when they left the Chantry to purge the mages. You are the ones who have failed. You who'd leash our righteous swords with doubt and fear. If you came to appeal to the Chantry, you are too late. The only destiny here that demands respect is mine.
So we can't even talk to the Chantry clerics anymore. Maybe we should have brought Cullen here. But he left as well, so maybe his word doesn't carry as much weight as I would like it to.
What we truly need is an alliance that will seal the breach.
Oh, the breach is indeed a threat. But you certainly have no power to do anything about it.
But Lord Seeker, what if she really was sent by the Maker? What if...
You are called to a higher purpose. Do not question.
I will make the Templar Order a power that stands alone against the Void. We deserve recognition. Independence. You have shown me nothing, and the Inquisition, less than nothing. Templars, Val Royeaux is unworthy of our protection. We march.
Reputation, independence. It's not even about saving the world.
Charming fellow, isn't he?
Has Lord Seeker Lucius gone mad?
Do you know him very well?
He took over the Seekers of Truth 2 years ago, after Lord Seeker Lambert's death. He was always a decent man, never given to ambition and grandstanding. This is very bizarre.
Is it red lyrium? But that's strange though, someone who used to be... Remember the training you have to go through to become a Seeker? The 2 years of solitude and all that, whatever mumbo jumbo. You would imagine that anyone who goes through all that would have... would be sound of character, of some moral character, but this guy... The stuff he was saying, he was clearly... First of all, why is he even leading the Templars? He's a Lord Seeker. He's a Seeker, not a Templar. Second of all, it was all about the fame and the reputation and independence. We deserve to be seen now. What about the breach? Nothing about saving the world.
Do you think he can be reasoned with?
I hope so. If not him, there are surely others in the Order who don't feel as he does. Either way, we should first return to Haven and inform the others.
That was an extremely fruitful trip to Val Royeaux. Are you alright, Mother?
This victory must please you greatly, Seeker Cassandra.
We came here seeking only to speak with the mothers. This is not our doing, but yours.
And you had no part in forcing our hand? Do not delude yourself. Now we have been shown up by our own Templars, in front of everyone. And my fellow clerics have scattered to the wind along with their convictions. Just tell me one thing. If you do not believe you are the Maker's chosen, then what are you?
Someone who can help close the breach and end this madness.
That is more comforting than you might imagine. I suppose it is out of our hands now. We shall all see what the Maker plans in the days to come.
I've just been trying to help the whole time. I mean no harm.
You're obviously skeptical.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Leave me be, Survivor. Your presence here is not comforting.
Sorry, I just wanted to get like a nice camera angle, but it's hard when she's on the ground.
You're obviously skeptical. What do you believe I am?
Our divine. Her holiness is dead. I have seen evidence for everything, except what would comfort me.
That doesn't answer my question.
For you to be true, a great many things must be false. And if you are false, a great many things must have failed. There is chaos ahead, whatever your intentions.
I'm just such a unknown variable, and people are so afraid of the unknown right now.
So what happens now? Will the Chantry continue to denounce me?
We have already done so. And what good has it done us? Now it falls on us to select a new divine, if we can, and leave the next step to her.
Provided such a selection is even possible.
I truly don't know. Any revered mother who could have followed Justinia died at the Conclave. What becomes of us, and your Inquisition, is in the Maker's hands now.
No, we want to do something actively to try to save the world, okay? Don't leave things to the next divine, to the Maker. No. Come on, let's do stuff.
How are people responding to all of this?
Despair. fear. We mourn Her Holiness. The people look to the sky and wonder how long before terror comes for us all. There must be a way through this. Is it you? The Templars? The Maker's Will? We abandoned our duties. We servants of the faith. Now we can only pray.
How many Templars turned on the Chantry exactly?
They rebelled across Thedas. Some remained loyal, but not enough to call them the Order. The White Spire here in the capital was the largest garrison, but now it stands empty. Perhaps more shall flock to the Lord Seeker's banner now. How far has faith waned, I wonder?
Where is the Lord Seeker taking the Templars?
I can't begin to guess the Lord Seeker's mind. He could not have abandoned his intended role more completely.
There must be sense to what we can't see.
Must there? Rebellion seems popular in certain quarters, doesn't it, Seeker?
Hey.
Is crafting the Templars into a new power really any worse than declaring a rival to the Chantry itself?
Does the Chantry really have to be the boss of everybody? Of the Seekers, of the Mages, everything, of the Inquisition?
What were you hoping the Lord Seeker would do exactly?
Put aside his war against the Mages and find common purpose against something much more dire. Obviously, he has other plans. With the Knights vigilant slain at the Conclave, there is nothing more we can do.
Perhaps there is something we can do.
I'd like to believe that, Seeker. I truly would. I suppose we can expect renewed effort against the Mages from him, and yet more chaos.
Great.
It's not too late. The Chantry could still help us and come out on top.
If only that were true.
What's to stop you from trying?
We are not looking for a winning horse. We are simply trying to do the right thing.
You need to be looking for a winning horse, because if no horse wins, the whole world's gonna die.
Leave me be, Survivor. Your presence here is not comforting.
Oh, come on.
There's got to be a way to calm everything down and clean up this mess.
I hope against hope that may be the case.
Oh, so this was a shorter thing than I imagined. I thought we were gonna have a full-on diplomatic meeting, but it looks like we're back to gathering power again to contact the Templars next. Unfortunately, used some of my power already, so we have to go back and do more hinterland stuff and other stuff. There's stuff right here, though, in Val Royeaux. Just check it out.
Excuse me, but is what they're saying real? The Inquisition's going to fix the hole in the sky?
We're trying.
That's what we're attempting, yes.
No one is doing anything. The Chantry's useless, and the Templars... Andraste. I never thought they'd abandon us. Listen, your camp will need food. I have contacts. We'll have deliveries there in days.
You want to help the Inquisition?
Never been part of something this big before, but if your Inquisition's going to seal the sky, I want to help.
Good, thank you. Wait, what?
What do you think, Cassandra?
I think the woman is asking you and not me.
Well, she is.
The Herald of Andraste. Yes, I understand. Haven is a mess, but we won't turn away anyone willing to help. Invite her, if it pleases you.
Would there be anybody that you wouldn't be okay with us in trying to invite? Oh.
Head to Haven, then. We need good people.
I don't know if I'm that, but it will be nice to see. Thank you.
Good. One power already.
Left. The Chantry promised they'd defend us.
Relying on other people.
What's that? An arrow with a message?
What the hell? Favors for friends. A message is attached, written in a large flowing hand and bordered with doodles. People say you're special. I want to help, and I can bring everyone. There's a baddie in Val Royeaux. I hear he wants to hurt you. Have a search for the red things in the market, the docks, around the cafe, and maybe you'll meet him first. Bring swords. Friends of Red Jenny. Red Jenny. That sounds really familiar. I'm pretty sure we've come across that phrase before. Oh. Friends trying to help us? Or foes? Emperor Florian. Grand Duke Florian was not supposed to ascend to the Orlesian throne. His elder brother, Emperor Judicial II, had 2 twin sons and thus a very secure line. Florian was free to pursue other interests, none of which revolved around the game. Indeed, the imperial court largely ignored him, and that was how he liked it. All that is recorded of that era is that he married, produced a single daughter, and afterwards showed little interest in her. Father of the Year. An outbreak of the 100 Days Cough in 877 Blessed changed his plans. Both of Judicial's sons perished, as did Florian's daughter. Racked by grief. You didn't even care about your daughter. Judicial lost interest in ruling, turning over all matters pertaining to the rebellion in Ferelden to his advisors and instead spending his time hunting in the country. When Judicial was thrown from his horse during a fox hunt in 884 Blessed, Florian was suddenly vaulted into the throne. Famously, his response to the Chevaliers delivering the news that his estate is said to be, "This will not do at all." A private and somewhat eccentric man, Florian limited his appearances at court and dealt almost exclusively with members of his own family. He was extremely particular about his habits of dress and grooming, eschewing current fashions for the sake of comfort and refusing to wear cosmetics or powders of any kind due to an intense dislike of being dirty. Powerful and connected nobles who had served in the cabinet since his father's time were turned away in favor of his younger brother, Renaud, his sister, Melisande, and his cousins. Children were banned from the palace, even the children of servants, with the exceptions of his nephew and nieces, who were tolerated only on the condition that they remain out of the emperor's sight. Regarding suggestions that Florian and his youngest cousin, Megrin, were lovers, the truth is uncertain. If such a relationship existed, it was no doubt kept private due to Florian's aversion to public life and not from any fear of rumors. Such rumors, after all, were likely spread due to the emperor's refusal to sire another child and thus secure his line. Many believe this failing would eventually lead to civil war. The only real evidence of a relationship with Megrin is a loud and very public argument the two had prior to Megrin's appointment, or exile, as he saw it, to the throne of Ferelden. Megrin is said to have called Florian "my darling," and neither man chose to explain the argument later. Oh, they're both men! The predictions of civil war almost came to pass upon Florian's death in 919 Dragon. With no clear heir, the throne eventually passed to the only daughter of Grand Duke Renaud, Selene, after a vicious struggle that threatened to consume the empire. But we saw in the Dragon Age Keep summary that even her position is not rock solid anymore, because someone's trying to come take it, right? Some other noble.
The Chantry has just shown themselves
Toothless old fools are lost without her.
Fetch their Templars back, I wonder.
Look at everyone in Val Royeaux dressing like clowns. With their little masquerade party stuff. Fast traveling? What is that? Can we go around? La Pomme vie et morte. Apple of life and death. It is said that the apples that grow near the gallows will be bitter on the tongue of a lover who will betray. It is also said, although by different people entirely, that unripened fruit should not be the only consideration when investigating matters of fidelity. The latter are lonely most evenings among the arbors of the summer bazaar. So, Red Jenny, something about, what did they say again? Inquisitor's path. Threat remains. Return to Haven. We will. Forbidden Oasis. What about in Orlais right here? Is there a thing for Orlais? Friend of Red Jenny. Examine the message. Upper Market, Cafe, Dock. Search for things that are red. The upper market can be reached by the way of the quest map. Okay, we'll just look around.
My maker, know my heart. Take from me a life of sorrow. Comfort is only yours to give. Oh, maker, where is the comfort? Look away. I have broken the chant because it comes from my heart. What have we when our divine is dead and the sky burns?
You've broken the chant. Do you always just... Yeah, are you one of those people that only talk via the chant?
What do you mean you broke the chant?
Are you also ignorant of the Maker's most basic rites? The chant of light is how we honor the Maker. They are the only words that the faithful should hear from my lips. But I can't. Our divine is dead. Our Templars gone. The Maker's silence is deafening. What hope have we?
Keep praying, I guess. Well, as somebody from the Inquisition, I would hope that you could, you know, look to us for support. Although I do feel like we should all be questioning a little bit.
The Inquisition can give you the answers you need.
Ooh, not really.
I have a faith I've lost. Or one that seeks to drive it from me. I can't even look to our Templars. How is this not darkness?
The Inquisition doesn't have answers. Let's not be misleading here. All we're trying to do is fix, you know, we're trying to see what's wrong and fix it, but we don't have answers.
The Templars didn't even touch you?
No.
I believe that messenger is trying to get our attention.
Well, he can wait a little bit. This is red. The fourth line of Orlais, in respect to Duke Stefan of Val Montagnier. There's a lot of random stuff here. Grace of the Empire South, reserved for his strangeness or sound and ecstatic puppets behind glass. Third line of Orlais, in respect to Duke Yvonne of Savrin. What is this building in the middle here? Grace of the Empire West. This display reserved for the presentations of affection as though private and also discounted spirits presented by company misdirect theater. Can we go inside or something? The second line of Orlais, in respect to Duke Isidore de Arlesan. Grace of the Empire North. This display reserved for discourse political, with attending professors of social matters from the University of Orlais. Note that all vendors of loftable groceries will be closed in the hour beforehand and for 1 half after. Yeah, let's look at this centralized building here. The first line of Orlais, in respect to Emperor Alphonse Valmont. The lines of Orlais, a repeating element dedicated to the great defenders otherwise noted. It is rumored that one is gold, one is bronze and weighted with poison, one is chocolate, and one is watching. As the saying goes, dare we all a thief to test his back, and learn which is most dangerous to try to deny Orlais. In truth, all are lead and leaf. Don't pretend to ride them too long, lest the mind give way. The lines of Orlais. But then what about the middle stuff? Grace of the Empire East. Welcome all before the Grace of the Empire. Stage and audience for the use of all, for theater and business, for partnership and proposal. Be seen. This display reserved for songs traditional by Lord Bramford and his players. Cancelled. Yeah, we should have read these ones to begin with, huh? It's like some artsy stuff. That seems like a very Orlais kind of thing. The arts. Hi.
You are the Herald of Andraste, are you not? I have an invitation for you.
Invitation, First Enchanter Vivienne. You are cordially invited to attend my salon held at the chateau of Duke Bastien de Ghislaine. Yours, Vivienne de Fer. First Enchanter of Montsimert, Enchanter to the Imperial Court. Okay. Sure, I'll keep it in mind. Oh, lady. Hi. Do you want to talk now?
I am open to you and yours. I price at a premium for everyone, so don't assume it's because you're with the Inquisition. I expect my customers to know a rarity when they see it, just as I do.
Okay. Whoa, I can't afford anything here. I can buy the staff, but I'm too low level anyway. Damn. Any upgrades? Oh, these might be worth buying. Superior Enchanter Staff Blade. So every time we switch out a weapon, maybe we want to take the time to remove the upgrades and then put it on the next one and all that. I don't have that much money, but these ones, are they that good? Constitution. I do have a +2 cunning right now. Masterwork, spiked pommel. No, I think we're fine. Some of these seem really damn pricey. That's what I'm worried about. Premium, alright.
Why are the Templars suffering losses in the capital? Isn't this a stronghold?
The war is felt even here. Order must be restored to end it.
I bet they're thinking the same thing about us.
The Templars are all gone. Pierre Marie.
Well, this has all been a frustrating mess. Templars and Chantry and especially the mages, just everything. I apologize if you were refused service, but we are now open for business. Especially if you put my wares to use.
You sell weapons? I don't think I have any need for that for the moment. Oh, he's much more reasonable in prices. But yeah, we're good. I think we're good. We could buy this one, but mine's purple. And it's got some grips and Disciple Staff Blade and all. I think we're good for now. Elven Cowl. Superior Enchanter Coat. That might be cool, but level 7, of which I'm not yet. Sturdy Staff Blade. Yeah. Oh, you have a lot of upgrades. Enchanter Mail Legs. Light armor? Well, you're wearing a light armor right now. So, okay, I just bought a whole bunch. Are you good, Welonz? Let's see. I was expecting this stuff to fill in your thing directly, but I don't see it. Light armors. Am I not wearing a light armor? This upgrade can be attached to a light armor. Crafted light armor? Yeah, light arms, light legs. Why can't I add the upgrades onto it? Do I have to go back to a blacksmith maybe? But then for Bianca, it happened automatically, so I'm kind of not sure how that works. Well, I've got the upgrades if we need it, I guess. Thank you, but no thank you. Over here? Another fast travel thingy. Hi.
I know what you are.
What am I? What do you think I am? What's your impression of me?
There is a war on, and the Templars just left?
Yeah. How do you feel about them? Another fast travel? There's more to the town there.
They left us. The Templars left us to the mages. Chantry liars.
Barnabas.
Open? Yes, as open as I can be. If you've a need for the well-cut or the sparkling, perhaps I can help. At the very least...
I'm sorry.
Pierre, like everything is normal, yes.
Everyone's wearing masks, so I can't tell how they really feel either. Belts! You have a lot of belts. I'm good, thanks.
They left us.
Can I check something?
Templars left us to the mages. Chantry liars.
Leave me be, survivor.
Okay.
Your presence here is not comforting.
Okay. I thought the zoom in was broken or something because nobody was zooming in for all these merchants. These merchants just don't zoom in, I guess. We have this we can go to. Friend of Red Jenny's. Yes. Oh. Difficult time for those who have lost. While I understand concerns for propriety and the general dressing of the bazaar, I must caution that release is needed. We are suffering not just ongoing civil conflict pitting brother against sister, not just outright war putting Templar against mage, not just the loss of our most holy and the best of our leaders. We are suffering all three, as the sky is wounded for all to see. All we know of our world is threatened, along with all we know of the next. With this most grave notation, I ask that the writs of losses and missing remain, that the citizens, however indirectly, be allowed to post their griefs of known dead in the names of hopefully living, and with them, their criticisms of how they have been told or not told. For while I have no doubt we as our legions will maintain our utmost composure, there must be release, there must be grief, there must be mourning. If not, we do not allow this simple expression, we risk a greater outburst. Let our people shed their tears in as reserved a means as necessary. The market will be cleared in due course, but this day, this time, we must let this simple expression stand. Written by Captain Albion. Summer Bazaar. Yes, people need a place to just grieve and try to come to terms with the situation at hand. These are all chevaliers. These knights and all. Oh, wow. We finally get to go to Orlais.
Of course not.
But under such horrible circumstances. Reservoir stocking evaluation. Tremors, floating, taste is off, water birds die off, restocking failed, fish not fit, do not consume.
There must be something here.
Seems like it. Beyond this, the Randy Dowager Quarterly. Another one. We had one earlier before. The Randy Dowager welcomes the blooms of spring with a collected Calipigan cuirassiers, being a scandalous representation of Her Majesty's favorite, caught in flagrant delectable. Can their uniforms and modesty withstand the assault? The Randy Dowager, exhibitions for the noble of thought, but spry of step. The lady herself says, hardly a Tetherus, but generously arousing if polished cuirass does it for you. And it should. 3 scarves fluttered in shock out of 5, RD. These are like porn book reviews? Wow, Varric, people look up to him a lot. Red handkerchief, folded around a key with a small hasty scrawl. Key lifted from drunk swearing about Harold. Don't know what door. I'm out. My debt is paid. Oh. They were talking about me? Mirror de la Mire. Reveals folly. Mirror de la Mire was cut from Val Royeaux in 849 Blessed. It was the will of the mad Emperor Reveal, who demanded a reflecting pool large enough to draw his vain, deceased mother back across the veil. Many shops and vendors were evicted to make room for his folly, and several memorials to the heroes of the first 4 blights were simply toppled. The reservoir supports little in the way of life, as the bottom was lined with lead to increase its reflective properties. Reveal intended it for divination, using boats as massive planchettes, but work was not finished until the week of his own death. The waters see little use today, save for lazy, or fornication, sojourns by the nobility aboard the decorative gondolas. Very useful structure. See, arts and being wasteful emperors not doing the right kind of thing just seems to go hand in hand. Hi. We have to go to the cafe in the upper market. Cafe... maybe this way?
The Templars left us to the mages. Chantry liars.
There's a lot going on here. Hold up.
Templars let you walk? Templars? What in blazes?
They just left. They straight up left you guys. Yes. The apples nearest to the cafe are said to change their taste depending on whether one is walking toward or away from the gallows. And of course they do. For taste is subject to the whims of the heart, and no meal is favored after tears. But dare it anyway, for none know the taste of joy, such as we who do not shy from experience. Apple of life and death.
Thank you.
A pleasure.
There's so much to be read here. Le Masque du Lion. We cheered when honor was her might, but many more deserve a thought. For though she was first a knight, her kin and kind have always fought. La Masse du Lion. I don't know who that is.
All is well? We'll handle this.
Of course not.
We maintain an Inquisition presence on Commander Cullen's orders. This has been received as you might expect.
I can't believe this.
Awaiting word from the advisors.
Whoa.
Please, move along.
The head of the Madame Snappy Snips. Mascot of the La
All's well, it
Masse
seems.
du Lion. Named in jest but genuinely respected, the Grand Madame, as she is also called, was the last dragon brought down by Sir Koenig, the previous owner of the cafe. A spirited hunter, Koenig came of age in the years following the sighting that named the era. While the others were quick to assume the tales of ancient Navarran dragon hunters must have been exaggerated, he tracked a gradual increase in dragon numbers and size. Koenig believed we had yet to see a true return to the beasts of legend, and that specimens of his day were young despite their ferocity. It is a cruel victory, but today we know Sir Koenig to have been correct. Even as he may have fallen to his own expertise, he was, years overdue from his last hunt, and for the rest of us, travel wary. What we thought to be the pinnacle of dragon strength may have been closer to the adolescence. The sisters of Madame Snappy Snips may have left their sibling far behind. Yeah.
Of course.
It looks impressive, but there's more, worse out there. Do you mind if I just forego the reading for now? Hey, you're not playing!
Well met.
It's in French.
It's true.
Of course not.
Wow, a song about the breach already.
Thank you.
What are they up to?
A pleasure.
That was beautiful. But people around here wouldn't shut up, unfortunately.
Of course not.
They're fake conversations. I'm sick of them. A different, simple script on the back of a stable report, marked with red paint. Thank you, friends, for helping good Lady Karis saw those who asked about the Herald enter third passage. Could not stay to see them exit.
Maybe.
Well, I might as well read this one before we get out of here. Not of heroes, Maverath in sacrifice. Andraste, Our Lady, the sword in the fire against the Vinter, betrayed to the Empire in exchange for a kingdom, Maverath, now synonymous with treachery. But would Andraste have won? And if not, what would we have lost? Let us look at not just the act, but at the why of it. As the armies of faith pierced the Imperial homeland, it was revealed not as a wave but as an arrow. And as any hunter will attest, if your aim is not true, there is no returning to the bow. We must consider how much of Our Lady's victory to this point was against the true Imperium, and how much was against the echoes of Empire. Andraste the Inspiration may not have considered such, but Maverath the General fought for homeland, not visions. Was it victory or defeat that his betrayal held at bay? Maverath made the deal that killed Our Lady, that is fact. And when Andraste died, Maverath was gifted everything from the southern plains south. How generous and impossible to hold this must have seemed. Let us look on Maverath and the legacy he divided among his sons, not with an eye for accusation, but from a tactical consideration. For he must have known that mere rivals had never stopped the Vinter. What if he set about creating peers and none of this was accident? How then fared Izarath, Evrian, and Verald? Those were the kids, right? Maverath's kids, his sons.